said something about how Soulja Boy is destroying the game.
Yeah.
What's your take on that whole situation?
Ice-T is old. Ice-T needs to really take a look in the mirror and understand. Like, it's crazy because people always want to say what's the true essence of hip-hop. Well, hip-hop, he's killing. That's not the true essence of hip-hop. Well, first of all, let's get the true essence of hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by the youth for the youth. So why is all these old motherfuckers trying to control it? You feel what I'm saying? You didn't want your parents and them telling you what the fuck you should listen to when you was listening to hip-hop and what you were trying to pick out and decipher what was going to be your music in your category. So how the fuck you going to tell a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old girl who loves Soulja Boy's Dirty Draws that he shouldn't be listening to that when you didn't listen to your parents when they told you LL Cool J was that's not music. When my granny looked at the Run DMC cover and was like, yo, those guys are hooligans. Look at them, they got leather and the hats and they don't even have shoestrings in their shoes. Like, what, this isn't music? And you like, yo, it's fucking Run DMC. Are you crazy? But it's just that thing, man. And I think if we don't be careful, we're gonna look like a bunch of fucking haters to our kids. And it's just that the more you push them away. And you know how this shit get. Okay, you don't allow them to listen to it, but they're going to run right over to their friend's house and listen to it. And it's going to be that, man. So if you want to stay relevant, that's what you have to do. You got to understand. Because I think they'll listen to you if they feel like you understand. But if you always knocking them, how you gonna say a 17-year-old boy is killing hip-hop? You think he's fucking making music for you? What are you doing listening to a 17-year-old boy anyway, judging him? That shit right there is whack. That's the wackest part of it. It's like, come on, man.
He's a hater.
You look like a fucking old geezer right now telling them kids. Them kids don't know no fucking Ice-T.
How have you changed as an artist from the beginning to now?
I feel like you get a chance to really see what works for you in a certain way, what does not work for you, what you might want to improve on, what you might want to take something new. So I think now it's a sense of saying, okay, I'm here, I've laid all this groundwork, now what are you going to do?
You were on one of the hottest tracks of the year with Rick Ross. But I want to ask you, before you were a rapper, what were you doing before then and all that?
Shit. What I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how I've been able to translate what I've been able to do over to the game. It's like you being on a block and you got all these hustlers on one block. But all these hustlers is moving the same product. But it's a demand for another product over here. But everybody likes moving this product because this product is a lot easier to move because everybody's moving it. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to risk this. So when I stepped out and I was like, yo, I'm in the game, I'm brand new in this game, I'm brand new on this block, everybody's over here, nobody's over here. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna step over here. Let me try this shit. Let me see if this works for me.